Double checking.
You're on top of it. Nope, I think it's by you. You behaving?
Yep.
Good.
How you guys doing?
Good. Trying to get over a cold.
It's been a bad season.
Oh, man.
I don't feel very good today, but I think it's like this issues.
What do? You're gonna have one.
Sinus,
Oh my
allergies.
God.
I don't know.
Barb made me a bean bag. You put it in the microwave. Oh man, it was just, oh yeah.
Yeah. This weather, I just got a feeling we're gonna be up and down for another month or so, probably.
We want to be those guys out there. We want to be the officers out there all night.
How did some today where I'm down for the first half? Dressed appropriately.
Right.
I said, guys, I gotta get something hard. Oh, I can't take it.
That wind just cuts right through you.
Peer support I can't talk to you about it. But, you know, maybe what we ought to do is
Here, how are you?
Hey man, how's your neck?
Yeah. Well, I don't watch my life.
Yeah.
Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, they're good. I know. The whole you just can't carry on your people.
You know, the question is, do we invite the public or not? Do we do something in one of our nations where some of the folks are recognized, or do you, what is it that you beat the streets or what initiative is? Yeah, yeah. And, or whatever you want to do, but that might just be a way to get out in front of some of the business leaders.
Thank you.
Just want to welcome us. Yeah. Like it the way it was. I'd like to do something.
Yeah.
It's a heat wave.
Well, I don't want to, I just don't want to do it. We want to be, have some. The other thing is, I heard that, you know, want to do, we want to do make it big.
Yeah. That'd be good.
I didn't like it, but I'm sure I-
Good luck, man.
Yeah.
They sent me
Yeah.
some-
Does it?
yeah, they
And
sent
I
me-
wasn't there,
they
so.
sent me good news. I don't know if he's kind of on his graduate. I don't know if- I think he's-
I just think that brings in all the business.
Okay, bye.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, those are those two things that-
I'm looking right at it.
Okay, no, I'll let
Okay,
them
bye.
know. I'll let them know what's wrong. That's good.
Okay, let me know.
City Council order for January 28th, 2019. Who's our, playing the role of city manager tonight. We have three presentations this evening. The first is our employee engagement committee presentation.
Thank you. Just quickly, I'll introduce Kristen, who will kick this presentation off.
Great, thank you. Good evening, Mayor, members of council. My name is Kristen Ayers, and I am the city manager's office staff liaison for this committee. This committee was really started to allow employees from all across the organization and different departments the opportunity to improve the atmosphere and the morale for their fellow coworkers and be able to share their ideas with leadership. So this committee is responsible for three main things. The first is they administer the annual employee engagement survey, which is used to gauge the satisfaction and priorities of the employees in the organization. And in the first year, they come up with communication, recognition, and engagement as the three main priorities from that survey. They're also the main planning group for any events and activities that engage the employees. And lastly, they provide recommendations to the leadership team and management on ways that we can increase engagement across the organization. Josh Ice is here tonight to give you a presentation on all the things they accomplished in their first year. And in the audience behind us, we have members of last year's committee and this current year's committee here for support.
Thank you. My name is Josh. I am the board of WBC. I'm the environmental compliance supervisor. I was one of the first members on the committee, and I'm actually staying on for the next year's food site split. Half people on the committee left, and half are staying, so that way we don't have any broken lineage there on what our ideas and going forward. So the first thing that we did was a thank you treat. So we gave everybody in the city that came out and do in a couple minutes just to say thank you for their hard work. And we didn't want to be lost amongst all the other, snacks and treats that can always get brought in. So we actually used the opportunity to have individual invitations to our family picnic that we were planning. So every employee, in addition to the treat, also got a hand-delivered The annual picnic, we had 200 plus employees and their families join in on the festivities. The purpose of this employee picnic was we had a lot of feedback that employees wanted an opportunity to have an event where they could bring their family and engage in a more family setting with other employees. So that's something that we try to have, and it seems like it went over pretty well. Another thing that we did for this event is we raised money for the Casey Scholar Program. We did that by having a dump tank, so you could donate for a chance to have the director, and we appreciate all the directors and everybody who participated in this. It was a lot of fun. It was a huge hit, and without their support, it wouldn't have been what it was. We were able to raise $725 for Casey. Another event that we did was we wanted to give back to the community, so we did a Share the Warmth drive. We collected 606 gently used or new, and most of them were new items to donate. To kind of bolster the donations, we had a lot of fun amongst ourselves in the different departments, riling each other up. A lot of people were really creative in ways to even raise money in order to buy new items. So be it chili cook-offs, donate to a pair of jeans. There's a lot of good ideas. Next, we did a ugly sweater contest. So we didn't want to just come up with events that were only ours. We wanted to incorporate this with other events that the city does. So one of the things we did was ugly sweater contest during the holiday lunch. Seemed like it was a lot of fun. Everybody really enjoyed it, and we hope to have an opportunity to do that again. Ideas for next year. So along the same lines, we're thinking something to do for a treat wise. So we did the Mountain Dew in this last year. This future year, we're thinking maybe a hot cocoa bar or something like that to show the employees that they're appreciated, give them a little bit of a break. We also are going to do a public service employee recognition week. So maybe do like daily activities or something like go out to like email blasts and stuff like that, just to get departments to interact with each other more. We had a lot of feedback that a lot of people really like the Bring Your Child to Work Day. So that's something that we're recommending and trying to do in the future. We got a lot of good feedback on food truck Fridays. So food trucks tend to be pretty popular nowadays. We're in the process of reaching out to different local food trucks, see if they can come to different locations around the city around the lunch hour, so employees have options to grab a bite and mingle during their lunch hour. Family movie night was another suggestion that we heard that we're taking into consideration. Once again, like the employee picnic, it would be an opportunity for employees to get together with their families and interact outside of work. And then the employee picnic was really popular, and we'd like to do that again this next year. Those are all of our committee members last year. Yeah, maybe there's one from last year. And we'd like to leave off with a quote from Harry Truman. It's amazing what we can accomplish if you do not care who gets the credit. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks for a great presentation. Really, a lot of fun things I know I and the rest of the council have to participate in this year, and I'm glad to see that they're making plans for the upcoming year. It's a lot, really important, and they'll work a lot of hours and spend a lot of time together, especially during those times too. So thank you for continuing to work on this and come up with new ideas, and if we can offer any support or assistance, certainly let us know. Anything else?
really engagement committee presentation. You did more for others than you. I gotta commend you on this. It's very, very unselfish. You didn't just channel this for one thing. You brought them where they would be. Anything as the mayor said we can do. Is what you're saying for the week. So forth, we're running on board. I would say to you, if you want anything to do with trucks that have food, you see this man.
Thank you. Our next presentation. Excuse me. Okay, our next presentation is the Sam Caledon Economic Impact Assessment.
I'd like to introduce Lois McDonald, and she's going to introduce the presenter that's done the research on this initiative, which is related to the economic impact of San Caledon Foundation. And while they're being set up, we're going to move to the other side. I think we're blocking the presentation.
Okay, great.
Who knows the life? Anybody?
Thank you guys so much for having me. Like Lois said, my name is Ryan Shields. I'm now alumni of Rockford St. Louis City, whether I be a program or hands-on presentations. There were 6 of us in total, so I'm obviously just started one of many of the others that are into the project. So the very first thing we had to do in terms of being able to judge the economic impact of San Caledon days was to collect data. We needed that information to get a good sense of who was attending the festival, and our method of doing that, especially since we didn't have a perimeter in which individuals we could track going in and going out. And I found that is to use Google Analytics. When we had first met with Lois there at the city office, I kind of walked around the courthouse and kind of mapped out different areas where there were businesses that didn't have their Google Analytics accounts taken. So I had claimed those businesses for 4 days, counted them all together, and kind of set up this perimeter that you can see here using one of Lois's maps of 3 different locations in the courthouse in which any individual that had a cell phone with a unique MAC address would essentially be counted as attendance for San Caledon days. The reason why we chose the courthouse is because it has a central perimeter and it guarantees us that we don't have any overlapping traffic with 3 streets that kind of like the area. since the food court is set up around the courthouse area, it guarantees that if I start at one area of Santa Clara and move my way around, that I'm going to go through that central area at one time or another. So there's a lot of versions of the data collection method. Most individuals only have one cell phone device, so they're going to be easily caught within that kind of mesh. It's very easy to obtain and it's highly credible. So since you guys have a Google account and since you're constantly validating based on your searches from Google, the information that you're doing, the information that's actually being collected from that is highly reliable, and then you can get multi-criterion. A potential cons that exist is not having a connected Google device or account, or if you don't have a cell phone, obviously those that are under a specific age threshold are not going to be counted within that barrier. Yes, I'll get mom, yes, I'll get that, but I probably won't get the 3 kids that are around. Okay, so based on that, we were able to estimate attendance of Santa Clara Days to 234,574. That's the minimum attendance due to the cons that were listed in the slide before that. We could estimate that based on the amount of unique devices that we were able to capture and the percentage of information that we had of cell phones that were running specifically Google's operating system. With our ability, we had contacted all 4 of the major carriers. Only one of them was able to give us the information that we needed for free, Verizon Wireless, of what percentage of Google devices in the traffic over those 4 days were accounting for specifically smartphones that had Android operating systems. Knowing that percentage being 42.9% for that traffic, we could calculate up to that number. Okay, so the nice thing about that is it gives us demographics. So something that I thought was pretty interesting is the demographics that we had was kind of disproportionate. So we have 56.1% male, 43.82% female. A large portion of the individuals specifically coming from the city of Independence, that's calculated based on zip code that they're in, the census tract that they're in. A wider portion of that taking up Jackson County, 84% of it taking up the metropolitan statistical area of Kansas City, and then 94% of those individuals attending were from the state of Missouri and Kansas. Down at the bottom of the slide, we see data completion. Those are the accounts of information that we have from that overall 234,000 accounts to that information was gender, age groups, and the primary locations. Now, the next thing we can see is we can break out by attendance by date. This is pretty expected for something like Santa Clara Days, where peak times are going to be over the weekend. People are going to be excited to go on Thursday and Friday, and then Monday is just a half day. That attendance is definitely waning. Age groups of attendance are also pretty interesting with peaks in the 25 to 34-year-old age group and the 55 to 64-year-old age group, with a very small portion of those individuals making the demographic over the age of 65, which can be attributed to the ownership of the cell phone. And it also doesn't, to protect minors, it doesn't allow any information about the individuals that are over the age of 18. And that just gives a more detailed look over specifically the attendance of the overall participants. And then it also allows you to stack up and see the people that are coming back. That graph on the right gives information to people whose original day was Friday and then how many of those individuals came back on Saturday and how many of those individuals came back on Sunday. And then we can stack up to see how many individuals came back on all days. So it's really great to see that people are not just kind of being out for one day or for a couple of hours, they're coming out for multiple days and really treating this as a weekend experience. So then all of that information kind of leads into this large question as to what is the economic impact. This is how it's phrased us. So originally this was supposed to be, I do not have an economic background. My background is in data. So I pulled the dictionary definition for what exactly is economic impact. It's defined as the financial effect of something, especially something new, has on a situation or person, which translates in our situation to the total amount of dollars that are generated outside of the city of Independence, attributable to the annual production of Santa Clara Days. Very key emphasis on outside of the city of Independence. So there are other financial metrics that show, the total sales that are happening in the Santa Caledon Basin and the amount of economic activity that's generated by the event in total. But economic impact specifically is how many people are we pulling outside of the city, that other 60% that wasn't represented in that figure, and how are we getting those dollars. So there's a lot of different models and methods to do this. Just like any business, a lot of them were the idea of a company at one time that's coined and has a very expensive price label put on it. But there are some that are fairly transparent and that you can reproduce that don't have any cost associated with them. That's where this one comes from, is the capacity utilization model. It focuses specifically on the labor of the event and how money trickles down from the top all the way to the bottom. There's other methods that can be implemented that focus on added value analysis, and that also can focus on like specific with money changing hands. This is just the method that was most transparent at the time that we have. Some of the information that is added to this, so you have a lot of information that's being provided by the state of Missouri. You have national information from the economic census. Smith Travel Research gives details regarding the hotel and motel occupancy rates that are in the city and the cost of those rates over the course of that weekend. And then we have the ability to calculate something called economic multipliers, which I'll kind of get to some of the definitions here in the next couple. And these are all the primary sources that we have in our model. Lois is very generous to provide all of the information for inputs of the cost of what went into Santa Caledon days in terms of where their actual projected budget went and how much of that money actually stayed in the local economy. And then we were able to use the vendor survey responses we had deployed a vendor survey pretty early into the project. And we got enough of a response rate thanks to Lois and her team for continuing with every call they have with vendors to make sure that they fill that out so that we can actually use that nearly immediately for this model. So the total economic impact and significance of Santa Caledon days comes to $6.385 million. That's a range for the confidence interval. So at a 95% confidence interval, that's somewhere between 5.64 and $7.3 million. Going back to that definition, so we have impact, which is just dollars that are generated by the event outside of with the attendees outside of the city of Independence. Significance is the total economic dollars that are generated in total. So the impact makes up a smaller figure within that, or 1.816 million, or somewhere between $754,000 and $2.8 million. So those are some pretty big numbers to deal with. Some quick definitions just to be able to appropriately understand the figures that I'm going to give here in the next couple of slides. So direct impact is the total amount of additional expenditures can be directly attributed to state event. I like to think of it as just direct dollars spent. So if I went to a cotton candy stand and I bought cotton candy, that's a direct impact. Indirect impact is an initiative that increases business activity that's not included in the initial round of spending. So if the business on the Independence Square chose to stay open during those 4 days and they had additional business that came into their stores because of the traffic that was happening in the area, that's an indirect impact. And an induced impact are the results of personal income. So because I have to have more employees because my business was busier over that weekend, nobody decided to take an induced impact, and all three of those figures together equal economic impact. So then we get to the effect of multipliers, which is generated by a lot of those figures, and they kind of hide a lot of the math that goes on behind these figures. But it pretty much works out these three figures that are there at the bottom. So you have a sales multiplier, a consumption multiplier, and an employment multiplier. The one that I like to stick to is that sales multiplier. So for every dollar that I spend in an account nowadays, I'm giving 14 more cents to the independence economy in general. That could be through the ability to take advantage there, that could be from me getting a hotel room there within the city, or I just have to take a stop at Walmart and grab a couple of snacks outside of there. That's how much more money is going into the local economy. I also like the employment multiplier there, the third bar. Every seasonal job creates 0.06 jobs in the economy. That's not another seasonal job somewhere else. That is a full-time employment position. So, these numbers seem really small, but if you're starting to multiply them by hundreds of thousands of dollars, they really, really do add up. Okay, so it's not economic impact, it's not talking about something called leakage. It's essentially on that next cycle. So once I give the cotton candy man my money, where does he take his money on the second round? So how much of that is leaving the economy? You can actually break that down into different leakage effects, which you can see over there on the right. Business services, 68%, or you can view it as $1.68 on the dollar, is leaving the economy on the second round. That's spending. Promotional expenditures, the majority of that's being cut, only 22 cents leaving. Infrastructure, 63 cents leaving. And the factors of production are anything that goes into actually like the building of goods and services and materials with 45 cents leaving. So the quick facts kind of down there on the bottom. For the total dollars spent by attendees averages $27.22. $3 spent is a little bit less. And the total economic output, which is a much larger number that encompasses significance, impact, and then any traveling that has to come from there, any of the goods that have to be bought and sold there, tops at $10.4 million. And this is just a summary, or I guess a little bit of a neater way to look at a lot of the figures that I shared, and then a breakdown of how much of those numbers for economic impact and economic significance are attributed to direct significance and indirect significance. Okay. To conclude, thank you guys so much for having us. In improving economic impact, these kind of studies are really interesting. It was very fun for me to learn and kind of get on the challenge. But a lot of those, you can produce a lot of these numbers, you can get a lot of these numbers, but there's not necessarily a lot that an individual has the ability to change for economic factors. And so, although you can get this number and say, okay, like that's great, like we did $6 million of economic impact or economic significance. And the next year you do the same study, you get $7 million. There's so many little changes that can be happening within the economy. It's really hard to attribute what exactly is going in an input that would attribute to that change. So the recommendations that we have for the Santa College Days Committee, and hopefully the next Rockers class can get up and speak on this here in a year or so, is cost-benefit analysis, which would have the ability to look at more of those line items that are on the budget and see, for example, if Lois was given an additional $50,000 for entertainment budget, is she getting that $50,000 back? At what point is the amount of money that I spend on something going to give me, a return on my investment? So, once again, thank you so much. If you guys have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Ryan. Very interesting. Are there comments or questions from the council?
Your second MBA?
Second master's degree. My MBA was my second master's degree.
What was the first one?
Master's degree in business analytics.
So, you have one provider for Tim, is that correct? I mean, only Sprint got back to you?
Oh, they all have their own business units, so you could, I could buy all that information from them. It ranged from like $150 to $500, depending on who the provider was. But they're pretty, and you can be confident they're going to be confident. Yeah, I contacted
The
you.
one that you didn't feel was of any benefit across life or across
Right, yeah, I just needed something that could give me a proportion figure, so yeah, to be able to, because I really, they just told me what percentage that made of the users, and I have the rest of the information that I needed for free. The report would have been a lot of detail, but we didn't have time for $500, so I look forward to, $500 for one number, I don't think we're.
So the rest of the analysis is based on income and output.
Yes.
Solid data, for lack of a better word. And your conclusion to this, that no matter what happens, there's always going to be a variable that may have the impact it is. So Sally Forth and do as good as you can because it has been doing good.
Yes, it's really good to get, it was a really good study to get your hands on something, especially when you're not taking it, you don't know exactly, like, you know that a lot of people are there, but you don't really have a sense of scale of how much. So what does a $2 million economic event bring in compared to a $5 million economic event? And once it kind of gets to that scale, it's just hard to visually see. So this was something that allowed to get like more facts on paper, more rates on paper, so that it was easier to say, this is what we're ready to do when we're talking about doing this year over year.
It seems to be working.
Yeah.
I have a question, and probably this is for us, is how do we use this information, or how does the chamber use this information moving forward?
Well, this is one component of this, of the work party students. And so, I think that other information that we gain, including information that would be helpful to sponsors of this event. And so when we start talking about their return on investment, the money comes to this event and how their money is spent, promote their businesses and services. Really will help us with them.
Yeah, some of the information did surprise me in terms of, the age demographic of who's attending. That was a surprise to me. It's the data shows a younger crowd than I would have projected. So I think that's very, very helpful. I mean, we know just by observation what the busier or slower days are, but it's nice to be able to quantify the people are coming on multiple days, and I think that was really helpful. I mean, the financial aspect of it is a little hard to, sort of stick to 20 miles. There's other things going on in, for example, I mean, looking at our hotel occupancy during that time, which we, not in certainly this level of sophistication, but look at that. In the past, but it could be many reasons why somebody would be renting a hotel room in Independence during Labor Day weekend. I mean that's a Browns game. Or, you softball tournament, I mean, there's lots of activities going on. So, I mean, the numbers, are very interesting. I think those are a little harder to pinpoint, but I think some of the information you collected and analyzed is really helpful in, furthering promote this as an employee. Our last presentation this evening, speaking of tourism, is Ken Marketing. The 2019 resolution marketing.
Thank you. I'm gonna start off with Erica, for I believe will be introducing the team that's presenting tonight.
Thank you, Mayor, members of the council, and Director of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism. We employed Clear Marketing about June or so of last year. A lot of the things that they were implementing at that time were previous ad purchases and programs that were already in place from our previous contractors. The way the timing worked out, that's the transition period. They are now ready to start to do launches of their own materials and things of that nature. So on the heels of the last branding exercise that you all just went through, the branding presentation, I thought it was a good idea. Now we can see how the tourism marketing is taking out and perhaps how we're going to be playing off of that now in the future. Still have glasses on. Still have glasses on.
Well, first of all, thank you for having us. I always wondered if there was a time to do this. I should have offered. Like Eric mentioned, my name is Trey, and I'm the owner of Clear Marketing. I'm very loud now, for my wife. There we go. Anyway, so I'm the owner of Clear Marketing. We are a brand engagement agency that's specifically focused on tourism agencies, tourism missions, cities, destination marketing, that type of thing. So vacation and travel is really what our focus is. When we were awarded the account and began working with Eric and Christy and their team, one of the very first things we wanted to do was identify kind of the brand, identify the stories, and kind of get a little bit of an audit going on our perspective on where things are going. And we also know that in marketing, marketing can get very subjective. Art can be very subjective. One thing that we do believe in is that it's easy to argue my opinion, but it's hard to argue research and data. And that's where we partnered later on with an agency, which is actually H4 Market Research. And they're an extremely credible market research agency based out of Missouri. They worked with a ton of CBBs and DMOs in Missouri, including the state of Missouri. And so before we get there, I know that I've been talking a lot with Eric and Christy just in regards to the last presentation you guys heard from Steve Chandler and Chandler Case in regards to the city branding. And I thought that there may be some confusion on, okay, so they just presented the branding and now you're presenting marketing. Is that the same? Is it different? And so I thought I would actually share maybe a little bit of an analogy to help maybe merge the two together. And I apologize, my slide was all set to go and it was all blue. But I updated it a few minutes ago to add this illustration in. So just bear with the green that's about off of this our company colors. But I want to ask a simple question, and I think this is a great illustration on the builds upon what I'm going to talk about. When you see this logo, what do you think comes to mind? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Luxury. Right. Nobody has ever looked at, well, maybe someone, but I've never looked at this never Lion's Head. We don't associate, the Lion's Head, the luxury and things like that. I want to tell you a quick story about Ritz-Carlton. Many years ago, I believe it's been 7 years ago now, there was a family that was staying at Ritz-Carlton in Hermosa Beach. And the family had a child, as they were leaving and checking out, and they left his teddy bear, Joshie, behind. Come to find out that family, Joshie, has some emotional disorders and really needs Joshie to help sleep at night. So the parents, when they got back home, they flew back home to Atlanta, and they're calling the hotel, and they're freaking out, and they're saying, my son can't sleep tonight, we need Joshie. And so the lady at the front desk said, hey, we're going to go search your room, we'll be in touch with you. And so later on, they said, good news, we found Joshie. Put him in the mail to you overnight. They're like, oh, that's great. At least I can give an update to my son. But Ritz-Carlton went a step further. They thought, well, the mail's already ran for the day, so we can't mail it till tomorrow. So why don't we just take Joshie on a little mini vacation and send the family an email later and let him know that he just decided to have a little extended stay vacation. And so that's what they did. They took Joshie to the spa, and Joshie had a nice spa day, compliments to the Ritz-Carlton. Then they took him out and let him bathe on the sun deck. He also went to the bar with his friends, And then later on, they actually let me be an honorary controller for the day, working on the security team there. And so they sent this picture to the family and said, hey, don't worry, Joshua will be back soon. Thanks for letting us hang out with them for another day. They sent the emails home with these pictures. You can imagine, you know, the family was just ecstatic and the kids just loved it. Well, the mom and dad put this story on Facebook and they thought, wow, they really went above and beyond to, you know, they didn't have to do this. About 6 months after the story, it had over 30 million hits, 30 million views. The story went viral. And so I always love to come back to this and ask the question, when you see that logo, what do you think about now? It changes our perspective a lot whenever you hear those things. A lot of times we think that our brand is a logo. We think that it's a tagline. And that may be a portion of it, but our brand is truly what people say about us when we're not in the room. It's maybe the last, I know a lot of psychologists that say your logo is one of two things. It's the last story that you heard and the last experience that you've experienced, or it's the last interaction or visit that you've had or heard about. And so a lot of times it's not just the logo. It's something that associates it. It's a story. For us, our job in marketing is twofold. We can either confirm that perspective that they have on that logo, or we can change it. And so with the City of Independence, we feel that we're tasked with two things there. We can either confirm the perception that people have of us as a destination, or we can change it. And so that's where we kind of launched into was our whole heart and passion behind this project as we're diving in. It was really to identify those things. We want to see the city grow. We want to see this as a destination that we believe it is. It was very easy for us to have a passion for the city. It did not happen by coincidence. It was very quick and easy. I think it was probably by the second lunch appointment with Terry and Christy that our team was already saying, okay, we've got ideas for the city. This is a great destination. And so our goal is to grow awareness. Our goal is to continue to connect people to the story. And again, it's not just the logo, but it's the story that we want to connect people to. People love stories more than they do a brand or an image. And so for us, that's where we built into. We believe that everything that we did was centered around growing brand awareness, obviously consideration, which is going to lead to booking. And so as we were launching into this, we thought, hey, we need to make sure we do a deep dive into research. We need to make sure that we have data that supports it, because I need to know, A, who our audience is, B, where are they from, and how do we tell that right story to the right consumer at the right time. And so essentially that's what we did, and we called on HR market research to take that to the next level to us. And I love this quote. It says, marketing without data is like driving with your eyes closed. I already have one driving ticket in the City of Independence since I've been here for 6 months. I really don't want another one. That's a true story. Please don't judge me. But we don't want to be driving with our eyes closed. We want to know where we're going. We want to know what we need to be talking about and who we need to be saying it to. And so that's where we partnered with Ashley. So I'm going to let her share a little bit about their approach and their research and also their findings.
Thank you, Terry, for that wonderful introduction. My name is Ashley. I work with HR Market Research. We are a research firm that specializes in tourism and attractions research. We've been around for about 30 years, and we work with GMOs all over the country. Our home state is Missouri, and we work with nearly every GMO in the state that does research. So we're really proud to call Missouri home. We're really proud to work with other Missouri firms to help bring tourism to the state. And we're really happy to do that. I'm going to go through some of the branding research that we did this past fall with the help of Clear Marketing and Independence Tourism. If you guys have any questions as I go through this, please feel free to stop me. There's just a lot of information here, so don't be afraid to yell at me. So first, what I always like to do is go over why we conducted the research. And Terry said it best. You can't really do marketing if you don't know who you're marketing to. And so, as you're considering new marketing for attracting visitors, it was really important for us to understand what people think about Independence, what they think about you compared to other destinations that they might be considering instead of you. And we wanted to be able to market correctly to those people that are your biggest prospects. We also said the research has to that we can track the brand over time, so you can come back to this later and see grown their awareness and position in the marketplace. And as we go through the report, because this is a baseline study, we can compare you to not only other destinations, but our H2R norms as well. We have developed over the past 30 years, so we know how destinations should be perceived in the marketplace. It's also important for us to know where we got these results and our methodology for the survey. So what we did is we garnered the results from professionally managed email panel. We conducted the research within 300 miles because that's where most of your visitation is coming from. We also did a subset of 100 miles because that's even more of your visitation comes from even closer. So we wanted to take a look at your entire target market. Everybody in the study is a traveler as defined by the U.S. Travel Association. So they either have traveled in the past 12 months, more than 15 miles from their home, or stayed overnight somewhere in the past 12 months. If they're not a traveler, they're probably not going to be visiting anywhere including independence. So we wanted to make sure that the results came from that audience. We interviewed 800 people in that target market, which gives us a really high confidence in the results. Pretty low margin of error, so everything you see here is going to be very confident. So one of the first things you want to know at the top of your marketing funnel is awareness. So the first section we're going to go over awareness. And then one of the first questions we ask in the survey is, when you think of destinations within driving distance of your home that you enjoy visiting, which must first come to mind? At the top, we have Branson, Kansas City, Chicago, St. Louis, some other destinations that you can look at. What's interesting to note is that while Kansas City is really high on the list, no destination, including independence that we tested in your competitors that came top of mind. So people aren't thinking small destinations, they're thinking large destinations. The competitive set that we compared you to in this survey includes Jefferson City, Overland Park, St. Charles, Campbell, and Lebanon. We've worked with Trey and Independence Tourism to come up with this list of people to compare independence to. So when we asked directly about each of the destinations, how familiar are you with them? Do you know what they are? Have you considered visiting? Things like that. 88% indicated that they were familiar with it, which is great. You only come inside to Jefferson City. You're even a couple points higher than Overland Park. So people know who you are. They've heard of you. We also take a look at market potential. Now, the way we define market potential is anybody who has considered visiting a destination or has visited in the past. So we know that these are going to be your lowest hanging fruit, easiest to convert visitors from. For independence, your market potential is 57%, which is statistically on par with almost everyone else in your competitive set. Overland Park does come in a little bit higher than some of the others, and Lebanon is much lower. But you're pretty much on par with St. Charles, Jefferson, and Campbell as far as your market potential goes. But just because somebody is familiar with you or has considered visiting your destination doesn't mean that you're at the top of their list. So that's one of the next questions we want to know is, would you consider visiting Independence first before other destinations? And 28% said, yep, I'm putting it at the top of my list. As you can see over here on the right, we broke this out by some different segments. People 18 to 34, and those with children in their household, and those living closest are most likely to put it at the top of their list. And then the last area of awareness that we take a look at is the market of surrounding the destination. Nearly half of travelers have heard people talking about independence in the last 6 months. And over that same time frame, the market buzz and the perceptions of independence have become more positive. As you can see on the right, 17% favorite opinions have become more favorable in the past 6 months, only 3% said less, for a net change of positive 14%, which is actually quite a bit higher than our more other destinations. Most destinations only be about a 10% lift. So we wanted to take a look at a few things comparing you to some of those other destinations in your competitive set. The first is the positive opinion of different destinations. Over half of the people familiar with Independence have a positive opinion, and that is pretty on par with Campbell and Jefferson City, and that we're over on our St. Charles because that largely got it on us. In terms of the independence of the teacher, is about 30% of those who are familiar with you. So that's right on par with your competitive set average and puts you just behind Overland Park and St. Charles. So those are probably some of your biggest competitors when it comes to the target market. Next, I want to take a look at Net Promoter Score. This score's been around for a while in several industries, but it's something that's fairly new to the travel and tourism industry. But for those of you who don't know, what we do is we ask people who visited every destination, how likely would you be to recommend visiting there to your friends and family? And we found that that's a much better indicator of future performance, even than are you likely to visit this destination in the future. People have a lot of clout in their personal recommendations because if they say, oh yeah, you should go there, and then they're going to be there all the time, they feel bad. So they want to make sure that they're only recommending those things that they truly like. For independence, your Net Promoter Score is technically -1, but basically it's even. You have just about the same number of people who would recommend you that wouldn't. And what that means is that you just don't have a whole lot for people to say. So what we did is we asked those detractors, those who rated you a 0 to 6, why? Why did you give that score? And the vast majority of those comments, and we can share those with you later, were, I just don't really know what there is to do there that I would recommend. There was just a lot of, there were negative comments, there were, oh, it's terrible, you should never go there. It was just a, what would I recommend? And earlier, we discussed that market potential of, okay, how can we get hold of people who consider visiting or visiting in the past? How can we get them to come back? And so we take a look at your conversion rate first. So this is under market potential, how many people have you converted in the past 2 years. For independence, that's 26%, which is just above your competitive set average, which is great, and it's right on par with our HDR norm for conversion rates on destinations. So doing a really good job of getting the people in the door once they've heard about you. We also want to know what's your retention rate. Are you bringing people back? And in the last 2 years, we've retained about 40% of visitors ever, which is great. It's right on par with our norms, 5 points higher than the average destination that you're competing with. So doing a really good job of retaining visitors as well. And then looking to the future, how much growth potential do you have to grow that market potential and convert even more of those visitors? As you can see, Overland Park and St. Charles have actually converted quite a bit of their potential already, but they don't have as much room to grow as you do. Your growth is indexed at 390, and that just means that you have really good room to grow, but you're also going to be competing really highly with Jeff City, London, and Campbell because they also haven't converted as much of their market potential yet. So room to grow, but lots of competition. Now we want to know, okay, we know all about our competitors, so what do people think about us? And that's your brand personality. Once we get past all the competitive aspects, we ask what differentiates independence from other destinations. And we just took all of the comments that people typed in a box and put them all together, and we saw that the biggest things people said were close proximity, very instrument, and historical. Those were the top terms that people used on their own to describe you. We also wanted to know several closed-ended options because there are these who want to know, do people think we're safe? Do people think that we're easy to find? All those types of things. So first we wanted to know, are those things important to travelers? So we asked, please indicate how desirable the following attributes are to you if you're looking at a place to visit. The most important things to travelers in this target market are that they have a safe destination, that it's relaxing, which can mean lots of different things to different people. They want a variety of local food and beverage options, and they want to be able to find their way around very easily. So, how did independence perform across those attributes? Well, they are most satisfied with your close proximity to larger destinations and activities, your historical and cultural attractions, your variety of local food and beverage, and the safety And what we can do with this is we can plot the importance and the satisfaction on a chart, and we can say, okay, what are your biggest strengths, and where can you maybe step up from unmet needs for some of your visitors. And you have a ton of strengths. They far outweigh any unmet needs that you have. Your historical attractions are a big strength for you. The safety of the area, it's a relaxing place. It's easy to find their way around it. There's good lodging, good food. The only two unmet needs for your visitors are fresh new activities. They may say, well, I've been there, but I don't need to go back. There's just not enough there for me to justify going back. So those are your unmet needs. And then your secondary strengths include your close proximity and your family attractions and your variety of shopping. The low priority, those things people weren't as satisfied with, but they also weren't as important to them. So that fell, if you're thinking we need to focus on those, not as important to your target market. I also wanted to take a look at some different brand positioning statements to see, is there any field in the marketplace for which we can find our marketing messages? So we wanted to ask this of everyone, even if they weren't familiar with you. So what we first did is we gave them a statement about independence, and just to kind of refamiliarize anybody who's not familiar. And that was, we love welcoming visitors and helping them map their journeys. We've been doing it for generations, whether you're seeking a relaxing week getaway, an action-packed adventure, or an immersive history or experience. Our travel pros can help you make the most of your visit to independence. We look forward to seeing you. And knowing that, we asked them to rate several positioning statements. Those included pioneers and presidents, and that's a position all about your history and heritage of the area. Stay close, play close, which was Independence offers the closest places to stay for when you want to play in Kansas City. Rails and Trails, which focuses on the San Jose Trail, a family brand position, and a military history brand position. As you can see, when we asked, just rate your feel of these statements. Pioneers and Presidents and Stay Close, Play Close, and Rails and Trails all were very close. Those were your top three, pretty statistically on par with each other. So we wanted to know, okay, well that's too close to call, so how can we get more information? So we broke that out by different age groups and different family segments. And as you can see here, it really does depend on their family status. So your younger adults who are under 55 really like to stay close, play close. But your people older than 55, adults, different distances depending on where they live, like pioneers and presidents, and then your families, of course, family position status. So it really does depend on what life stage they're in, what age they are, where they live, on how you're going to market independence to them. So that's something to keep in mind, making sure that your marketing is flexible enough to go to different family segments. We also wanted to know how likely would you be to visit independence if the brand position were one of these. And Stay Close, Play Close, and Pioneers and Presidents are tied for first. They also both lifted their original intent, if you remember, was 30%. They both lifted intent by 9 points. Our normal lift for intent is about 7 points for any one marketing position at H2R. Rails and Trails is also really high, and then family just behind that, military history almost flat. So that one didn't really do anything for the lifted intent. And if you take a look again at those different segments, it just depends on if you have kids, if you're young, if you're old, if you live far away, if you live close, on what you want to see from independence. So again, making sure your marketing is flexible enough to go to different consumer segments is really important. And then again, which of these would be most motivational to you to visit independence? And your Stay Close, Play Close, and your Pioneers and Presidents will be on the top. And this is just another look at some of those different consumer segments, so you can see which ones are most motivational to each. We also did a small look at visitors and non-visitors just to see what they're doing while they're in the area, and then why maybe some haven't visited. For those who visited Independence in the past 2 years, a lot of their visitation happened sometime in 2018 when we did the survey, it was a few months ago. And most of the visitation to Independence is happening in that June through August summer timeframe, followed by spring. Destinations they visit on that main strip most likely they're going to go to the Kansas City metro area or Oakland Park, and most are coming to Independence to visit friends and family or just passing through. We had about 1 in 5 coming through, specifically for a week getaway, just to Independence. Area activity participation is most popular with shopping, so shops, antiques, outlets, and malls, Kansas City attractions, Harry Truman historic sites, and those same top activities were also their functional drivers. So we wanted to know of the activities they participated in or any of major influence in their decisions to visit. And it was the shopping in Kansas City and Harry Truman sites that were their major influencers as well. On top of having functional drivers like activities and shopping and store sites, there's also an emotional aspect to why people travel. And we found that the emotional drivers are just as important as having those functional drivers. And for Independence visitors, the opportunity to spend time together with friends or loved ones was the most emotional reason for visiting. They wanted that connection, that feeling of spending time together. Now, on the flip side, non-visitors, why haven't they visited? The biggest reason unaided that the non-visitors gave us was that they just haven't thought about it, not top of mind, which we saw in the top of mind awareness question. They prefer other places, or they're just not interested in visiting. But at HGR, that's not good enough for us. We want to know, we're like, okay, let's do a little deeper. Why haven't you visited? You can tell us that you haven't thought about it, but really we want to know why. So we provide them with some different statements and say, okay, how much do you agree with all of these reasons for not visiting on 5 months ago? And on the left side, you can see that people said things like, oh, it's not for me, it's not affordable, I don't know enough. But what we found is that some people may say that, but then they still say wanting to visit in the future. So we want to know, okay, of the people who say they're not going to visit in the future, what does that correlate with on our hurdles? And so we derive through correlation analysis that really it's that it's not being recommended, which is relevant in motor score. Some people say it's not affordable, they have other places they prefer to visit. And so those are really what we need to say. They need some recommendations from their friends and family. So in summary, brand awareness is strong. People know about you, they know you're here. And they do want to visit. They come with a pretty good intent to visit. Your market buzz is improving, people have heard about you, their opinions of Independence have changed for the positive over the past 6 months. So it really is, you're in a good position to start promoting Independence because people have positive opinions. You don't have to change that. History and proximity define the area. Of course, you're close to Kansas City. You've got above the fold on your website, come into KC, stop, stay, and enjoy. So it's really a part of your brand. But people also know that you're known for your history. Your history is a big part of Independence, and people really do identify with that. Your strengths as a destination far outweigh your weaknesses. Some destinations have to overcome safety issues and pricing issues and lots of things. People just don't know what there is to offer. They say, I may not be coming because I don't know what to recommend. Nobody's recommended me here. So getting the message out, that's a really easy unmet need to fix. So your strengths are really working for you. In your new brand positions that you might consider are really influential. They increase people's intent to visit. They are really working for you guys, especially the stakeholders and the pioneers and presidents positions. So finding ways to get those two to work together are really important. And connections with family are key. We saw those emotional drivers that spending time with friends and loved ones was a really big reason that they wanted to visit Independence. So keeping that in mind as you're considering marketing for bringing people to the area is going to be important. And just based on the research, we wanted to throw a few thoughts out for Independence tourism and career marketing to consider. The first one is that there needs to be one clear brand message message. A lot of people don't have the budget to go out and do giant viral marketing campaigns and TV ads and print ads. So whatever you do and decide to put out there needs to be consistent. It also needs to be consistent with what the experience is. Because if somebody sees a message and then they come to Independence and don't get that experience, they're going to feel let down by that brand promise. You also don't want to lose your history, literally. We know that we want to develop new messaging to bring in new blood and get new people in the door, but we don't want to abandon what our roots are. And it's obviously still very important to have history as a part of your messaging. And finding your purple cow. So we want to know, what is it that sets Independence apart from other places? What is that crazy purple cow doing out in the field? Finding something that may set you apart from other places is going to be able to help you really set yourself apart from those just cities and handfuls of the world. Making sure that emotional connection is there is really important. So don't just say that I've got 50 activities for you to do in the area. You have to give them a little bit more reason why to visit. And we found that with destinations like Independence, viral marketing and digital marketing is going to need a lot more bang for your buck when it comes to getting the message out in the marketplace. And that's all I have. I'll hand it back to Trina.
So from there, once our team receives this information, kind of a little bit of a roadmap, if you will, it really tells us what we need to do. And so we went through a couple of evaluation process, just trying to let it all sink in. And from there, we started developing campaigns. We started developing our tactics. One thing that we believe in marketing is that we love to track things. One thing I learned about the agency a long time ago is they love to take credit for work that they didn't do. And we are sitting for a perfect agency, but we don't want to be that agency. We want to try to track and get proof to our labor. And so there's an industry term called KPI, and that's key performance indicator. And that's something that we kind of set up before we even have a goal or marketing plan. We kind of identified a few key KPIs that we wanted to focus on, and then each one would have a specific strategy goals associated with that. Also, doing it that way holds us and our team accountable. And so a couple of things that we came to terms with just based on the research is doing a little bit of audit ourselves. Number one, asset acquisition. When we first took over the tourism account, we realized that there was at least some dated photography and video. We wanted to make sure we stepped up the game to that to be more current. And I'm going to go and break down each of these a little deeper for you in just a moment. So we wanted to make sure we focused a lot on asset acquisition. Number two, digital campaign development. We wanted to make sure that when we're communicating with ads in the marketplace, we want people to, based on what Ashley just shared, we want them to have the right perception and hopefully confirm that with our ads. And we also want to make sure we put it in the right hands or in the right eyes. Third thing is improve website visitation and experience. I'm going to talk quite a bit about that here in just a minute. Audience growth is obviously huge. We know our market, know we have a great story to tell. We have to have people to tell too. And so we want to make sure that we continue to grow the audience. Increase social media engagement. You will hear me speak on the word engagement quite a bit because that's something that our agency really believes passionately on. We want to see people engage with your brand. We don't want to be a brand that they can just roll past or drive by. We want them to engage. Accessibility to community event information, which I'll speak on more in a minute, and then obviously intent to visit. The first one, going back to asset acquisition, we believe that there is a lot to tell with the city of Independence. And we have been working for the last few months on not only developing our strategy moving forward, but also to go ahead and start curating or start creating some of these assets that we need. So our team has already completed 2 photo shoots and 1 video shoot. And we have, I believe, 6 more photo shoots and 3 or 4 more video shoots planned for just the summer months. So our team is very active. We will be boots on the ground quite a bit this summer. We will be doing a lot. We live in a world that you can never have enough content. You can never have enough assets. And if there's one thing that, we hope to work with independent tourism for a long time. But if there's one thing that at the end of our run, whoever comes in behind us, the next agency, whoever, and they look back, I would hope that they would say, man, at least they're giving us a full cover. At least the refrigerator is full of really good food. at least, you know, they stockpile us with some great assets here. And so that is a huge key for us. And again, we cannot really do anything else without great assets. So that's obviously been a huge focus for us. Digital campaign development is another area. When we were looking at the ads, we realized over the last 4 years specifically, there was a lot of mixed messaging, and also the visuals were very confusing. They changed quite a bit. There wasn't as much consistency as we wanted. And so we wanted to make sure we had highly engaging and creative quality assets, but we also wanted to make sure that we're putting them in the right form. And so working with Steve Chandler, we took what they did from a brand perspective, and actually I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek within that. Well, skip ahead. Now I got you excited, but I'll show you a sneak peek in a minute of what we've worked on based on the brand that Steve was recommending. But before that, we also know, taking the research that Ashley presented to us, we're really trying to balance this idea of our two big messaging hurdles that we have is history and proximity. Those two don't marry really well right off the bat. And so I took our team, you know, many creative sessions and I said, guys, we have to have a campaign, a tagline that pulls these two together because all the research data says that. And so I can have my opinion, but my opinion I'm going to set aside for a minute and look at the data and the research. And so we spent months trying to dive a little deeper into what we thought. And so this is where our tourism marketing hero tagline has come in. I'll read it for you. Build a vibe and proximity of the big city. Build the roots and the history that made this nation special. Build the hospitality of the hometown, even if it's not your own. Independence, Missouri, so close you can feel it. And so that is really where we wanted to take the brand from a tourism perspective, and our tourism campaigns are to really focus on the so close you can feel it. It ties in a couple of things from Ashley's research. Number one, this proximity. Number two, the history, because we wanted to bring in, make sure we're honoring that. But the last thing is she really challenged us to think from an emotional standpoint. Make sure there was some emotional word that we could tie on to. And so obviously bringing in the phrase that we did with You Can Feel It brings in that emotion. So we feel that that tagline should give us a very strong tourism marketing campaign to launch from. And this is just a little bit of a vision. Oh, the PDFs are turning out a little funky there. I'm not sure what's going on with the, okay, they look a lot better on this, on the print and on my computer. I think the PDF kind of saves some of the layers on it. Well, those are a little off too, but I was going to say our photography, I think really helps sell the ad along with the tagline there. So that'll be what we'll be using for some upcoming campaigns. Next KPI for us was improve website visitation and experience. I'm going to explain a very important term for us and what we do with tourism marketing. And I don't know if you've heard of the term SEO before, but it's called search engine optimization. What that means is when people are on Google and they type in things to do in Kansas City, if you don't rank anywhere on the home page, then I feel like we're not doing you guys a good job, honestly. We need to make sure that we are ranking, or at least people finding us when they're associating ourselves with those key terms. When people type in things to do in Independence, your website should be number one. Our website, visitindependence.com, should be the hub of all of that information. When we took over, we did an SEO crawl, which is basically a back-end report for the website, and it scored about a 43 out of 100 as far as the SEO on it. So what we knew is there's a huge room to improve the SEO to make sure that Google thinks that our website is relevant and that it has helpful information for people that are looking at it. Google's goal is to make sure that if you're searching potatoes, they put potato content in front of you. They're not going to put a picture of a cat in front of you. They want to make sure that they're putting the information that you want. And so that's where we're at. And we want Google to know that our website is done correctly and that it has the relevant content that it needs to serve to the right potential guest. What I don't want is them to end up on the Mark website or another website like that. So we're very territorial, if you will, about a lot of these campaigns. So for us, our team is putting huge effort and emphasis on really tackling the SEO to make sure that we wrap that up so Google finds our site is a lot healthier. As Ashley mentioned, viral marketing and digital marketing. With the budget that we have with you guys, I would love to do big national TV campaigns. The reality of national TV campaigns is I could run about 10 days worth of national TV with our budget, and that's not, in my opinion, we're asked to be good stewards of your dollar. And so I need to figure out how can I maximize your dollar? How can I put it with a message in front of the right audience at the right time, and hopefully stretch that dollar as far as I can while bringing a great return on investment. We feel that digital marketing is one area that provides us a great opportunity to do that. I'm going to run through this just a little bit. I will come back to this slide if you guys want me to. This is a little bit of an old school, if those of you who watch Mad Men or the old school agency model, everyone has a sales funnel or a decision funnel. And this is our version of a digital decision funnel. Obviously, it starts with awareness, and then you go into the consideration funnel, which leads to conversion and then brand loyalty. And so for our job, stage one, is we're going to focus a lot as a destination on stage one, and that's awareness. We need to continue to raise the brand awareness. A couple things we're going to do, I just alluded to this earlier, is that search engine optimization. And we will be very aggressive with doing that. And I'm happy to answer more questions on tactics later, but I have experience and details of that right now. The second thing is remarketing or retargeting. That is actually very important to us. So if you visit our website and you leave, I now have a track record of you visiting our website, so I can follow you around with that. If you go to ESPN.com and you saw a random Amazon ad come up with shoes, you were probably just looking for shoes, and they were targeting back. Retargeting is great, but for us, we really want to make sure we retarget the right person with the right message. Let's say that you come to our website and you spend 80% of your time on the history page. I don't need to put a shopping message in front of you, right? That's a waste of your city dollars. But what I think I need to do, if you spend 80% of your time on the history page, I need to put a history ad back in front of you. I want to confirm that this is the place that you need to visit. And so for us, the retargeting is a way to strip away a lot of wasted marketing, a lot of wasted dollars. It's low-hanging fruit. We're able to really penetrate the market and be able to put the right message back in front of the person. And so we use a lot of analytics for this, but we really go deep into retargeting. Geofencing is something that's been out in the industry for about 7 or 8 years now. What we will be doing with that, as the gentleman shared earlier, geofencing for us is we have highlighted a few key events around the area. For instance, when the Kansas City Chiefs have a game, we will be geofencing that stadium because a lot of people will come into town for that, right? Well, those people are also going to come to another game. They're probably going to come to a Royals game too. And so that person, to me, is a pretty good audience because we know that they like this area and they're a fan. They have some type of endearment. So we will geofence those certain sporting events and large events, and then we will target them with a message for about 12 days afterwards. Say, next time you're in KC, stay in Independence. Because we want to convert them. We want to take them from Overland Park. We want to take them from downtown KC. We want to put them staying at events inside of our city limits. So we'll be geofencing quite a bit of, from NASCAR to Sporting KC, of course, the Kansas City Royals will be a huge part of that. Display this is the area that we get the most amount of impressions per dollar. If you were to give me $10,000 right now and say, go and spend it on a video that I have, and I want you to go buy national cable, $10,000 gets me about 3 commercials right now on national cable. However, $10,000 I can get you about 6 million digital impressions right now on the internet. So for us taking that video, it's a whole lot smarter for us to put some of our money towards the digital side of the display. 3-year-old video is huge. I don't know if you guys go to YouTube very often, but if you've ever been on YouTube and you watch a clip that says, you're waiting for the funny cat video to play, but you have to wait for 5 seconds to hit the skip button. It's called a 3-year-old video. That ad is actually a really smart tactic for our budget because what it does is we do not get charged for the person watching that ad unless they watch all 90% of it. And so if it's a 20-second ad and you hit the 5-second skip button, after 5 seconds, great. I just got a great brand impression for the city of Independence and it didn't cost me a dime. And so for us, a lot of our strategy for video, if I'm doing a commercial spot, I'm going to kind of tell the story and ramp it up. With 3-year-old video, we give you everything we got right off the bat the first 5 seconds. We're going to give you a logo and our best couple clips to try to tell our story. After 5 seconds, I kind of prefer that you not watch it all the way to the end so you don't get charged for it. Another key thing for us is audience growth. We want to continue to make content and tell the story of Independence. There's a lot of unique stories here. It's not just Truman. It's not just a hotel. It's not just, we're an interstate community. There's a lot of unique things to tell here. We live in a world where documentaries are one of the #1 things people are watching right now. People like to know. They like to dive in. They want to grab onto something deeper. And so for us, we're going to take advantage of that. We know that you guys have a lot to tell, a beautiful story, and we're going to create a lot of video content this year to help tell that story. One of the things that we're launching this year is it's either going to be a 4 or a 6-part campaign based on the results we get. It's going to be called This Is My Independence. And we will be going around and interviewing some local business owners, some mom and pop shops downtown or in front of bed and breakfast. And we want them to share their story about why their business is built in independence and why they're passionate about it. Because others are going to see that, and that's the trend. They want to buy that local mom and pop. They want to buy local. They want to shop local. And they're going to see that, and they're going to get an emotional connection to that owner, and they're going to get an emotional connection to our city through that. And so we're really going to kind of strip down the big corporate layers of ads and really try to dive into a deeper story with the This Is My Independence video series. We will also be doing a couple larger video content pieces that are So Close You Can Feel It campaign. I'm very excited to share with you guys this. Within the last couple months, knowing that Truman is huge for us, Eric and Christy said, hey, your first year working with our course, we kind of have something we need to tell you, and that's Truman's going to be closed for half a year. And I thought, great. So that's a little bit of a challenge, but it's also an opportunity. Knowing that we have not pushed the proximity messaging in years the way we should, and with Truman being such a mainstay, I feel like it wouldn't be as smart from a dollar perspective and a return on investment standpoint if I pushed so much messaging towards Truman, and then the museum and library is going to be closed for a good portion of the year. So knowing that we want to go a little heavy out of the gate this year with proximity, one of our first calls was to the Kansas City Royals. And we said, hey, I've got a problem here. When people are coming to a Royals game, I'm tired of them staying in Overland Park. I'm tired of them staying anywhere else. I need them to stay in Independence because we're really convenient. We're just a couple exits down the road, and it makes a whole lot more sense for them to stay here. And so we also approached the Chiefs. They were a little tougher to get to work with on this. The Royals opened up the arms and said, are you kidding me? We would love to work with you guys. And so we were working with them. We're still waiting on a couple final approval from things. But we essentially are going to be their official lodging recommendation for the Royals. We are going to be, if you watch a Royals broadcast this year, you're going to get sick and tired of seeing your logo everywhere. If you look behind the backstop, you're going to be seeing your logo. All the radio broadcasts are going to have heavy mentions towards independence. About half of the TV games will. And then, obviously, if you're at the park, you're going to have multiple brands mentioned throughout the park as well. On top of that, we are currently waiting on approval from Major League Baseball for this. So we also know that when people, let's say you're from St. Louis, and you're not a Cardinal fan, and you're coming to watch the Royals game, and you're driving in town, we want you to stay in Independence. We understand that our success is a little bit tied to the success of Kansas City. If Kansas City was just to shut down tomorrow, it would affect us. And so we want to kind of honor who we are, but we also know there's some great things to do when you're staying here. And so what we're going to do is we pitched an idea to the Royals and said we would love to take a family from St. Louis and video a road trip of them taking their kids to their first ever baseball game. And we want to have a couple of players come outside ball for them. We want to video the whole thing, very emotional connection. But yet they're staying in Independence. They're eating in Independence. They're doing some other attractions here, but it's part of their Kansas City Royals game. And we're going to share that story with you guys sharing on your platform. You guys share on social, and so the Royals have approved that. However, Major League Baseball has not. And so we're currently waiting to try to get approval from MLB on that. We don't know if that'll happen or not because MLB has a lot of strict guidelines. That is an idea that we've presented to them and say, hey, we really want to take this partnership. And, you know, at this point, I'm just going to keep asking here until we don't know things. But we really feel that the Kansas City Royals partnership this year that we have for Independence is going to be extremely, extremely healthy. Secondly, you guys also get a box meet at one of the games this year for the mayor and the council, whoever I'm here. But I'll be down, you know, you guys in the bleachers. So anyways, we're excited about that. Again, we feel that there's just a lot of neat stories to tell within Independence, and that's really going to be a huge focus for us from an audience growth standpoint, but also engagement. One of the other things that we discovered when we first came in and started looking at your social analytics, I'm excited to share with you guys this. The last company, whenever they were exiting, they gave us a report, and on social media, over from 2014 to 2018, they reached roughly 5 million impressions. We have been working with you guys for roughly 6 months right now, and we have already accomplished that same goal in 6 months. It took them 4 years. So we feel that what we're doing is working, but we haven't even scratched the tip of the iceberg yet. I will also say we're very blessed to be able to work with Zach, who you brought in, who works with Meg, I know. And so our efforts combined, we really are excited to see the numbers that we're going to come back with in the next 6 months or 12 months. We want to continue to go deeper with that. But one of the things that was a little bit alarming to us was there's not a lot of people when they are in Independence tagging themselves in photos. If you go on vacation, if you go to the Bahamas tomorrow, you're probably going to take a picture and post it on Facebook that you're there. People, when they go on vacation, their activity spikes on Facebook by 91%. Well, or excuse me, 81%. And so for us, we looked at that and thought, well, how come no one is tagging Independence? Maybe there's not the right picture spot, maybe we need a mural, maybe there's some other things we need to do. But one of the things we want to do is we kind of wanted to kickstart it. Because one of the best things that we love from a social standpoint is if you come to Independence and you tag a photo, you're reaching your friends and fans without me ever having to spend a dollar. And that's really, word of mouth advertising is and will always be the number one marketing. Social media is now taking that for us, where that is now our recommendation platform. And so we wanted to encourage that, and we thought it would be great if we could have a big fan tour and we bring in all these big writers. We don't have the budget to bring in 100 top writers from America to come and write blogs and articles on City of Independence. But what we thought would be a great idea is what if we hold, on Journey's birthday weekend in May, what if we hold a social media influencer weekend? So we are inviting about 30 to 50 key social media influencers from our core market that H2R Research founded for us. And we're identifying people that take great photos and have a great response and audience on social media and that write great blogs. And we're bringing them in, and we're going to have them stay at breakfast at the hotels. We're going to have them eating our local food, shopping. We're having a little kickoff party for them that Friday night. We're hoping that we may be able to partner with the Three Trails Brewery on the square to kind of kick that off with them. And so our goal from that is realistically from that weekend, you can probably expect to reach out a million great impressions off of that weekend right there. And so we feel like that's a great way to kind of start kicking off some engagement and for other people to see what their story in Independence is. Because for me, I know going on vacation, I love it when my friends go because I get, oh, if I go there, I've got to try that restaurant. And that's what we want when you meet people. We want people to reach people for us. That's one thing that we believe wholeheartedly is that people reach people or the brains will ever reach people. And so that weekend is going to hopefully encourage that. But a lot of our strategy, a lot of our thoughts moving forward is just to continue to develop that story, continue to tell that story in an engaging way, video content, photography that really helps share that, and make sure that we're putting it in front of the right audience at the right time. That summarizes the majority of what I got for right now, and we're happy to answer questions. I guess that's enough for us.
Okay, questions?
Of the 800 and 300 miles, so did you do it geographically on your terms? If you have a person in Oakland or from St. Louis, what's the difference in your answers? Different?
Yeah, so especially on the brain positioning section that we covered, it depended a lot on what they liked. So people who live closer really like history. People who live far away like to stay close to Lakewood, which makes a lot of sense because if they're coming from farther away, they're probably going to stay longer and need more to do. So that position really resonates.
Yeah, I can see the 100, but what I'm saying is there was a reaction between the two, gave you a not split there, but definitive answer.
Specifically Overland Park St. Louis or, I'm sorry.
Now, what I'm saying, you got 800 spread over 300 miles of circular. Very small amount to get that, but I understand what you're doing. You designing the questions to be, but did you design it geographically? Come back with different, what the difference would be in this part of the geographic and the other.
We didn't specifically design the questions to kind of have that way.
Okay. So what did you come up with? If I'm getting this, because this was overwhelming for me. I'm not talking for anybody else. But change.
I would say the word change. I would say confirmation. I think we're confirming the message. We're continuing to refine the message and making sure that we're telling it in a compelling way that people will hopefully be able to digest well.
Well, when we got the Brandon, they had the My Day of Independence. And I've always thought, play there, go see the game there, but stay here. You know, and we haven't touched that. And I would like to be able to say, although I'm not we're not saying this. It's cheaper to stay here. You know, I would like to be able to say you could park here, ride a mule to the game, come back that way, and it'd be faster than going to the parking lot after the game. I think that's something we have to attack or target in a better deal of a way. I like this. It goes right into the other part. What are you doing? How do we, you know, I like this better than Starburst Independent. You got a name tag here, right? I don't know, you know, the words, but that's something that I can relate to. Thank you.
We're very hopeful that, you know, people are gonna emotionally get connected to that, but it also, we feel, it ties in many of the key elements that we need to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you tie that in, I think that's the concept, and that's what they were saying too. My Day in Independence, for water, do something, go here, get a unique perspective. Clinton's, the ice cream, you know, the president's cousin, something. I mean, we have more than one connection. We have a lot of history. I mean, this for the area.
Well, one thing that I want to point out is remember that they hit the road running here, and they were a little bit ahead, and they were a little bit ahead of the branding message as well. So they were already headed down this path that was actually pushing them to it faster than they're comfortable with, because they had marketing to do. The holidays were starting, you have to purchase those ad places to raise things. So they were out ahead of this quite a bit. So moving forward, I think there's some real opportunities to match what Chandler was saying, as well as the direction that they're going. So I think in the future, you're going to see more of a melded approach here.
One thing, I mean, I know that you actually did your research and kind of what Chandler thinks did their research, but the results were, you know, shockingly similar. Remarkably similar. And so, you know, I think that, as you say, you know, confirms that there's a specific strategy to tourism because there's specific outcomes that we're trying to achieve. Whereas what we've asked Chandler to do in the citywide branding is, you know, not maybe quite as measurable in outcomes, but it's very clear that these two do come together and support and help each other in specific ways and then more in general long-term ways. So I thought that was very, very good. I have sort of, I guess my question is about, one thing that I thought that struck me as kind of an irony, I guess, of difference is in the research that you all have done, close with something, they're like, okay, good, they're nearby, we just need to kind of pull them in, where in Chandler's research, the reaction was Independence is far away. So, I mean, that to me is very interesting, because I think if you're traveling 100 or 200 or 300 miles, you think, oh, that's a nice, you know, nearby day, you know, overnight weekend destination. But if you're in Kansas City or Overland Park, you think, oh, my Independence is way over there. I mean, it's almost like the closer you get to it, the further away it seems for some reason. So I think that's kind of interesting, because that was one thing I noticed that was almost a little opposite in response based on the audience that we were targeting, or the, you know, the people that we were surveying. So that's going to be interesting to kind of see how we can reconcile that idea of being close to far. Yeah. I'm going to change subjects, so I'm not saying something on that.
I was going to say, a lot of Chandler King's model was built really 11 miles, from what I understood.
Yeah.
Our model was really built 7 miles out.
Yeah.
And so that's where a little little bit of the perception comes. I know, for instance, I spoke to him, and he was talking about a lot of the east-west divide. And I can tell you this, that no one in St. Louis, nowhere in Columbia, nowhere in Springfield has any idea what you're talking about. And so that was a little bit, again, we're talking specific tourists, where he's looking a little more local. So there's definitely some of those little things when you really dive into those minute details, there's a little bit of a difference there. And that's because of our audience, our approach, for what we're doing.
Yeah.
One of the other things that we recognized early in this process was we also did need to dedicate some efforts and some hours to our local community, trying to get them, not to stay here because they're already here, but to at least visit our sites sometime. Because the amount of folks that are participating even by our DCC survey numbers is pretty low from right here. So that's important. And I think, quite frankly, through Parks and Recreation efforts, we're cracking out a little bit. We just got through the farmers market, and actually, we just compiled some of those comments that we received. Folks from Johnson County are familiar with that facility, and then they're jumping on our Facebook, and they're actually starting to come to more of our events as well. So that's what we're doing at the arena. The more people realize that's an independent asset, we own that, and I think we're starting to bridge that gap.
Yeah. That, two more points. Content. I mean, we have, a ton of content. But obviously we know and confirmed in your presentation that people don't know about it enough. I mean, Truman, everybody knows, the Truman Library will be closed for renovation, but Harry Truman's not leaving town. We still have a lot to promote, but it's going to be a challenge, as you pointed out, in that during that period of time. Eric, I know through Independence for All, Downtown Redevelopment Coordinating Committee, and now Independence Role Working Group, one of the things that, and our EDC survey comes back over and over again, is invest in our historic assets, improve those visitor experiences, make those a little stickier, make them something that people will go home and say, hey, I went to this thing in person, and actually it was pretty cool. So I know you've been out having discussions with some of those support groups, and I know that's the wrong word, I should say advocacy groups, yeah. Support groups and historians. So can you talk a little bit about how those conversations have been going? Because that's all about, improving the visitor experience, and really the resident, the business experience, as well as making those many historic assets that we have deliver more.
Yeah, we have set up 12 of those little speaking engagements. We have 5 of those so far. I've got 2 more tomorrow. We have some really positive interaction, engagement, and support so far unanimously. It is just as the EDC survey indicated, it's extremely important to folks in the business community as well as our supporting groups, our partners, if you will, in tourism, to maintain what we have and to fix and enhance the experiences there. We have done a pretty comprehensive analysis of all of our different historic sites that identify $28 million in fixed needs. Obviously, that's something that if we really want to do this right, we're going to have to get at. The overwhelming recommendation so far is we'll get the need and let's get these into it. And then once we do that, obviously we'll have the act into our marketing program. Let's push that message a little bit more, that there's even more here to do and there's more to see. The remainder of the group should be finished up by the end of February, and I'll be able to bring a more comprehensive report to you. We want to
That's going to be obviously more important forward to create those, recommendations that we're seeking. Last thing, I'm pretty surprised that Overland Park is a destination. I mean, it's a very nice city, and if you live in the metropolitan area, they have a lot of things that you go over there for. But did you get a sense of what people are going there for, and I guess the other thing I would ask too is, when we talk about these travelers or these, leisure travelers, I mean, a lot of people come because their kids play in a soccer tournament or whatever, and they're probably going out in Overland Park for sure for that. You know, so can maybe give us a little bit more insight. I mean, I understand Jefferson's living with the capital and Hannibal and, you know, everything we got going on over there, but I'm not sure it did kind of catch me by surprise.
Yeah, that's fine. I can tell you, we do work with Overland Park. And they market themselves as the place to stay.
Oh, okay. So people aren't going, they're not pulling out the, you know, map and saying, where should we go?
Right.
They're coming to Kansas City for like a Royals game, a Chiefs game, an art festival, whatever.
And
performing
they have-
arts, and they're staying in Overland Park. They're not going there for their
Shopping. Yeah, that's probably their biggest attraction. And so that they have already started their position as, if you come here, stay here. That is their biggest hook, because they know that they don't have the capacity and the capability to say, we have all these attractions, you should just come here as a destination of it. So, that's their biggest hook.
One thing that my digital team came up for me is while we were looking at concepts for them, there's a lot of unique software out there that we can track a lot of different things. One of the things that we were learning through our Google Analytics, a lot of our engagement was coming, if you look at Missouri, the title of my campaign was really Win Missouri. So we felt like that gives us a great opportunity. Overland Park has more brand affinity for Kansas. People coming from the west to come to Royals, I mean, they're a little bit more prone to stay there. But if you're coming from Columbia, Springfield, or St. Louis, or anywhere else, this Independence makes a lot more sense. So for us, exactly. And so for us, that's where a lot of our messaging is going to be. Where we may try to toy around with the Wichita market a little bit. We may not go full steam into that because of a concept that's pretty aggressive with that. But what we do have, they don't have St. Louis, for instance. And so that may be where we spend more of our efforts on, or kind of those other areas. So just we feel like it's a little bit smarter to make for our buck and try to compete head to head versus going where we know we have the market pool.
I think overwhelmingly this is really positive news. I mean, there's some really, positive things that people are experiencing when they come here and talking about, and I mean, it's all right here. We just have to, keep enhancing what we have to offer, and for goodness sake, I mean, get the word out. That's very obvious. People, once they get here, we had a very good today from out of town, there showing us some real estate around town, and it's fun to take people on board their city. I mean, it just, see it from a whole new perspective. Oh, this is pretty cool. It's fun, so thank you very much.
You guys were honored to work with you guys.
Along the same lines, what they're selling at OP is luxury. It's safer, it's more expensive, it's better. I mean, it's obvious, but what we need, and what was brought to us from the other people, the granting people, is we need something we can get behind. We need that thing, that one thing. It's so close you can feel it, any whatever it is that we're doing. But the concept has got to be universal for us specifically. I mean, because we ask people to say things all the time, and we have 16 logos, 13 messages, but this is the first paver in the road to get down to that thing. We got our own people selling the same program. We haven't always been on that level.
And the slides earlier, they kind of, the layers got off a little bit on the PDF of those ads. I have them on my computer if you want to see them later. I'm happy to show them where they're not.
Every one of them is a square.
Well, and that was, I got a great answer for that because Eric asked the same question. The reason why is when we did our photography on that, that was before we had the grant set with Chandler. And so we were taking photos, trying to, get some collection. And so, if you notice those ads, there's a lot of negative space at the top, where that's where the copy and the text goes, so it doesn't overlap. And so those were the 4 best photos that we had that had net space up top. They happen to be the 4 from downtown. And so as we move forward, we're going to continue to develop more and more assets that are outside of that and help tell the story that are in that format that we have that space needed. So that was a little bit because we were a little bit further down the road at the time of the photo shoot and the grant came back up.
When it's done.
Oh, yeah. I'll be one half person.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know. That team first and
Hey, Steven. So is this your camera now? Well, this is what I've had for a while. It's like this is for the live stream. Oh, and also basically using the live stream on this one. It's already except they're on a remote right now. It's a little bit different. Okay. Very good.
Depends on who's asking. You go one way is fine, but you go the other way. Yeah.
Hey, I told 9:45, we're gonna meet at the Innovation Center at 10, and then, so we would bring on, and take them to the airport.
Well, my wife
Oh,
she does 19.
oh, nice.
Like right for love, I just have Grace made a better credit score. So
Yeah, there you go, very good. Okay, so I'll send you Ryan Schemmel, he's our friend from Fort Houston. I'll text you, and I'll text both of you so you have each other's numbers. So pick them up at the Drury and then 45 at right at Little Blue and I-70. And then bring them to the Innovation Center. We're just gonna sit there and have a little debrief. And then when we're done, you can send them up to the airport. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I know stuff is, nothing that anybody's going to learn in a 20-minute presentation, but I'm like, okay, it's not this or that. It's not this, they're together. And you just have to, be patient and understand that they do. Yes, yes. Okay. Thank you, John.